They call me the Bear of the Bear Independientes. Also, independiente.com. Bear of bearindependent.com. Shalom, everybody. It is another truck talk. We are going back into town to do the things for the things with the thing. I got to pick up a 20 gauge for my wife. Bing! I love it. I was on a call with a client recently who shall remain nameless for OPSEC reasons. But one of the things that we were talking about, which prompted this conversation, is Prepper Burnout. And he, she, it asked the question, man, I've been doing this for 15 years. How do I stay switched on? Because I've been doing this for 15 years and the other shoe hasn't dropped yet. What do I do? He, she, it said, I took all the stuff out of my bug out bag and I don't even have an interest in putting it back in. Like, I'm just wore out. Let's talk about that, because I've been in this game a long time. And I know lots of people who have been in this game a long time. How do you deal with the burnout? Well, step one is lifestyle versus hobby, right? And I got poison ivy all over my arms because it's springtime in Arklatexa, and everything's covered with it on property. So, yeah, it's the best. And I know this is how you get rid of it, and you do this, and, soak your face in oatmeal fruit extract and put the tourniquet around your neck and turn until you can't breathe. Wait 10 minutes and you'll cure the problem. Yeah, I got it. But point being, it's a lifestyle versus a hobby situation in large part. Because this is a lifestyle for us, for me, my wife, our kids, our friends, our mag, our tribe. It's like, how do you not get burned out on life? Well, we prepare as part of a lifestyle. We are frugal. We set money aside, so when an opportunity like a basically brand new Mossberg 520 gauge youth model comes up for $250 out the door, we can capitalize on it. Or, hey, we should get another 1,000 pounds of rice because it's on sale. We can capitalize on it. It's a lifestyle, right? And delayed gratification. But it brings us joy. It brings me joy to go buy my wife a 20 gauge because we can shoot together more. It brings me joy to put up food because I know that in these uncertain times with, the coming food crisis, the food shortage due to the flooding in Nebraska and elsewhere, the grand solar minimum, all of it makes sense, and it brings me joy to have food because food is strength, and strength is good in uncertain times. It brings me joy to get together with my tribe and to worship our Creator. It brings me joy to get together with my mag, to spend time together and train together and fellowship and learn life lessons from each other, and to watch our kids grow together and to talk with each other about, hey, how's your son doing with that thing? Oh, good, that's awesome. I've been praying about that. Or, just the interpersonal relationships that we build in this lifestyle bring us joy. Because it's a lifestyle. It's not something that we do that we regret doing. And so because it's a lifestyle for us, it makes it much easier to not get burnt out because we derive joy from it. Now, there are parts of it that are just not enjoyable. Kyle over at Survival Prepping for Normal People recently had a video called Embrace the Suck, which is one of my favorite sayings. Embrace the suck. Suck it up, buttercup. Oh, this is hard? Good. Men do the hard things. That is foundational to this channel. Men do the hard things. If there's something difficult, that's the number one thing I want to do. Let's get that out of the way so the rest of the day is smooth sailing, so I don't have to worry about that bull crap today. Okay? It's done. Handled. It's 8 a.m. and all my hard stuff is done for the day. Everything else is, we're just cruising. We're coasting. Man, do the hard things and do them intentionally. Man, I get up at 5 a.m. every morning. 5 to 6 is my time. 6 to 7 is exercise. When most people are thinking about rolling out of bed, man, I'm doing calisthenics and rucking. Because it's done. It's done. Don't have to worry about it today. I don't feel like a lazy fat sack of crap today because I know I did my push-ups, I did my pull-ups, I did my chin-ups, I did my bicycle crunches, I did my planks, I did my squats, I did my ruck. Like I've done, that stuff's done. Good. Next. What else do we have to do that's hard today? Right? So you get some momentum up for your life. But if something's hard, there are times where you should do it simply because it's hard. Deadlifting is hard, but man, it's good for you, right? Bench press is hard, but it's undeniable how good it is for you when you do it properly, right? So, okay, even in the hobby mindset of preparedness, doing hard things can be good for you because it teaches you discipline and you see results from it. So either you're being undisciplined with the way that you're prepping, you know, it's chaotic, which I see a lot. People don't develop, they have no idea what to buy, or they try and solve problems only by buying stuff, or they want to train, but they don't know where to train. They get busy, right? They get busy and the hobby falls by the wayside because there's not enough time in their day, their week, their month to do everything else that they need to do and prep. And then they start to resent prepping and they don't know what to buy or where to train or what to get or how much money to spend, and they don't have the money because they're being undisciplined with their money. They don't have a budget. They're not saving towards anything. I see this over and over and over again. Whether somebody makes $28,000 a year or $28,000 a month or $28,000 a day, it's the same few key things: is being undisciplined, having no idea of what the target goal is, having no idea how to hit that goal if they do have it. So figure all that stuff out. Get a goal to work towards, and that'll help prevent burnout. When you can quantify the success, when you can quantify the progress that you're making, it makes it much easier to stay the course, man. It's like if you did 100 push-ups a day after a month, you could definitely tell the difference, right? You can see the difference. Same thing, you're prepping, you should be able to see it, man. I walk into certain areas of our property and sometimes I just gotta stop and look and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of food. Wow, that's a lot of ammo. I mean, my barn right now is full of medical supplies. I mean, full, like medical supplies from Band-Aids to body bags, literally. From Band-Aids to body bags and everything in between. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I can see it. And I am very much so the type of person that I quantify success by what I can see. What did I accomplish today? When I cut trees, I could see how many trees that I trimmed, how many stumps from where we'd harvested timber, right? When I put up wind turbines, hey, there's 6 more turbines today than there was yesterday. Awesome. When I put up Highline, yeah, we got this many structures stood up. We stretched this many miles of wire, blah, 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 blah. Framing houses, hanging cabinets, everything I've done has been so physical, visceral, tactile that I can see it at the end of the day. We got this done. So approach your preps like that and maybe go back and remind yourself, bust out your bug out bag, go dive into your food pantry, you know, go look at your rifles, count your rounds and get a sense of pride and accomplishment and hey, look, we did all these things. That will help stave off burnout. And then the other thing is this, man. If you've been prepping for 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, waiting for the other shoe to drop, I got news for you, man. The shoe is gonna drop. Like, it's just gonna happen. Our current American lifestyle is unsustainable. And there's lots of people who have talked about this throughout the decades, right? Go read the Mountain Gorilla blog at Blogspot, you know, nom de plume John Mosby. And if you're not into F-bombs, 4-letter words, he's not your guy. Or Forging the Hero, talks about Pax Americana. I mean, this place it's going to hell in a handbasket. It's just a matter of when, right? Okay, good. If you've been prepping for 15 years, you probably got most of the things. You probably know how to do most of the things. Take a month off, bro. Take a couple months off. It doesn't mean that you're not vigilant, right? It doesn't mean that you're not switched on and paying attention, but maybe just breathe a little bit deeper this month. Maybe just press pause just for a month and get some balance back into your life, because it's about balance. The reason that we're prepping is to sustain life. Well, it's foundational here. A life should be worth living. I don't want to sustain a life full of stress and fear. I want to sustain a good life, good quality life for me and my wife and my kids and our friends and our tribe and our mag. And everybody's life that our life touches should be better because of us, positions of strength. That's what I want to sustain. I don't want to sustain chaos and fear and anxiety. I'm not interested in that one iota. So if you have to take a month off to get back to a position of strength, or 2 months or 3 months or 6 months to get back to where you're good here, inside your heart and your soul, right? Talk to the Father. Go walk in the woods. Go to the wilderness. Do you know how good the wilderness is for getting you back? Go to the wilderness. Talk to your Creator, right? Get good. Get you good so that you're not burned out anymore. Because you'll blow out your adrenal glands being stressed to the max for 15 years, right? It'll happen. It does happen. Breathe deep. Take a deep breath. Reset. Relax. Identify what the next target is. And then when you're good, you're back to a position of strength. Figure out how are we going to assault that target? How are we going to accomplish this objective? And then do it. But prepper burnout is real. It's real. And every now and then we all need to take a deep breath and look around. And if we're acting in a panicked hysteria about or towards anything, we need to check ourselves, man. We need to slow down and think. Slow down and think. Breathe. Rebuke the hysteria. Let it go, man. Let it go. And all the Marines started singing, let it go, right? Yeah, exactly. Listen, y'all, just a little thought piece for today. Bless you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to be here, hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell so you get the notifications. And we do stuff like this all the time on Patreon. It's $1 a month. No censorship over there. I don't have to worry about YouTube messing with my monetization or beating us up with the algorithms or suppressing us or any of that. We don't have any of those problems over at Patreon. So I hope you guys got something useful out of this. I really appreciate you guys being here. And listen, if you've been in the game this long, you can afford to take a deep breath, okay? Shalom and blessings.